It is Sunday. I'm just getting done with my cold plunge class and breath class, which went really well. I really needed it. I completely flaked on class yesterday. I just had a day where I just was not feeling great. I just wanted to stay in bed, watch TV, and not leave the house a whole lot. Even though I did get my laundry done last night and I went to church. So today, what's on tap, which I'm very excited about, is that I'm going to meet two of my dear friends. We used to be coworkers for many years. We're gonna go have lunch and I'm excited. And I actually think I might have a drink today, like an alcoholic drink. I'm feeling the vibes. We go to the same Mexican restaurant like every time we get together. We should probably change that to do something different, but we're gonna do that. So you're gonna get ready with me, and I'm still a little cold from class, so I'm probably gonna like be more casual and layer up. And this restaurant is by the beach, so I would rather be extra warm than not. I think I'm gonna wear my blue sweater today that I have, and my blue, I think it's fleece, and then I'll wear something underneath it and probably jeans, like nothing too crazy. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Also, I was driving and I was thinking, I'm seeing a couple of new subscribers. Welcome to the S Crew. That's what I'm calling all of my subscribers, the S Crew. Thank you for subscribing. Love it. And tell your friends about me. I mean, just tell them to watch. I am so looking forward to having more adventures, and I was very tempted to call out sick tomorrow to hop a flight to go to Texas to go see the solar eclipse, because I said the next time we have a solar eclipse that I was going to be there, and here we are again and I'm not there. So I don't know, I really don't have money to be spending on extra plane tickets, and on top of that I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks and I don't have a hotel room for that. And I'm also going to have to spend money on a bunch of other stuff. So anyways, if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the S Crew. So happy to have you, and I'm definitely going to do more content, hopefully get back on some more like adventures that I was doing beforehand. And I definitely need to do a national park because it's been since last October. I'm way overdue to going like away and doing something fun. And yeah, so dating update for today. I'm still talking to the Washington guy, and he is really nice. I enjoy talking to him, and I'm looking forward to meeting him. I'm really going to have to get a date nailed down because I'm very like concrete. I'm like, I need a date. What's the date? So I can kind of organize my life and get myself ready for that. For me, I'm a big communication person, so I'm like, if I could get a little bit more communication, that'd be great. We're talking on the phone, and we have to reschedule our Zoom, so that's something else we need to talk about. What I've like realized about myself is that I have a lot of internal dialogue, and I think I have a lot of like inner trauma, and maybe this is why I have like an avoidant anxious attachment style, and that's something that we've talked about, is that I've had so much like relationship trauma with some bad experiences with dating that I'm like really anxious. It's kind of a normal response because that's just how my nervous system has been like wired with all the different experiences I had. So that's something like we talked about, like I need like communication consistent, even if it's just a quick text saying, hey, like have a great day. That at least like reassures me like, okay, it's another day, you're still interested. And that's just the way it is. It's just the nature of the beast, and that's what I need. And I'm not afraid to like say like that's what I need to make me feel like, okay, like I am in a safe space and you're not like questioning anything right now. So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now, and I think I'll feel better once we have more of a concrete date and when we finally have a Zoom call, because tomorrow is going to be 2 months that we've been talking, and we really just need to just connect, and visually I need the visual connection. So yeah, so let's go get ready to meet the girls, and we have about 15 minutes to get ready before I have to take off again. So let's go. So I'm getting ready right now. I'm doing a quick makeup job, nothing crazy. I'm just popped on my blue sweater and some jeans. Please excuse the background noise, which is my neighbor, my roommate's TV, which is always very loud. But yeah, we're gonna just do a quick brush job because I tend to always be late whenever we meet. So I'm really striving to be on time today, which is, I think it would be nice. Usually most of the time that I'm late for when we have lunch together, or we go out for drinks, is usually because of parking, because parking's horrible down in the village. It's a beach town, so parking's usually limited. And I really don't want to pay for parking. I hate paying for parking. It's like one of my pet peeves. I'm like, I'd rather walk a couple blocks than pay for parking. But there's not much parking, so sometimes you're like, I'm forced to do it. So yeah, just a couple of things. I'm gonna put on some foundation, which I mentioned. I am using my MAC Studio Fix Everywhere foundation pen, which I love. I like it. It just gives you just the right amount. And I know that I tend to use a lot of makeup or foundation if I use my other one, which is like the bottle one. And I'm looking awfully pale because I went cold plunging, and since I missed yesterday, I had to do 11 minutes straight today to make up. And I keep putting my face in the cold water because it's supposed to help with inflammation and stuff. And I am still puffy in my face more than I would like to be. So I'm hoping that that will help a great deal. I'm still thinking about getting Botox. I keep bringing it up, but I haven't found a dermatologist yet, and I'm really trying to find an African-American doctor for my skin. I mean, I could probably go see anybody else, but I think just because we have like different needs with our skin and with pigmentation and chemicals, and it's probably best. So I'm pretty much almost done with my makeup. This is like my 5-minute makeup deal. And of course, if you are a new subscriber, I put on my mascara really weird. It works for me that I blink into the mascara to get my eyelashes to pop up the way that I would like. And they are starting to get up where I like. So, and then all I need is just some powder, brush my eyebrows. I could probably use a little bit of chapstick. I'm not really big on wearing lipstick. I never really have been. It's just something, especially like red. I have really big lips, and I just think it's like too much. They stand out on their own. They don't need to be like a giant red lip. So usually, if anything, I'm gonna wear like chapstick or like a neutral pencil and gloss. But even that, it's like the older I've gotten, I've kind of moved away from wearing a lot of the makeup that I used to wear. Most of the makeup I wear now is just all neutral. So a little powder. I used to wear blush too, and I don't wear blush anymore. I just think I got to a point where it just was like, because I haven't like dated in a while, I've just been like, you know what, I like just keeping my makeup just natural, really low key. And plus my skin is still having some issues. I really do think it's the vitamin C that I've been using, because my skin, like you can see up here, it's just breaking out. That's not normal. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'll probably just I need to puff up this part of my hair because it just lays flat and I don't like it. So I'll probably do that really quick. And I need to brush my eyebrows. But other than that, like, I am done. I definitely need to go see Lenny to get my eyebrows done because I haven't had my eyebrows done since December, which is pretty darn bad. But, you know, money's been tight, so hopefully I can get to her hopefully before the end of the month. Okay, so we are heading out to go have lunch with Kathy and Georgiana. Like I mentioned, they're two of my old co-workers, and they honestly got me through my old job. I'm just remembering I didn't put deodorant on, great, but hopefully I shouldn't sweat that much. But anyway, but they literally got me through my last job where I was at for 13 years, and we had some great summers together. And me and Georgiana in particular, we had some great summers together. We put together a summer camp that was highly successful for a couple of years. So I'm always really proud of that because we had like the highest numbers we've ever had for our organization. And Kathy's a hoot. I used to run a before and after school program, and she, and so one of my programs was at her school, and we just hit it off. She's just so funny, and it's so interesting because when we used to work all together, like they always said I was really calm, but inside I didn't feel very calm. But Kathy was like always very frantic, and you could just tell like she had this high anxiety. She was running here to there, and she just was just all over the place. But as soon as she left that place, her whole demeanor completely changed. And it's just so funny because that just kind of tells you like how much stress she was under. The same with Georgiana. She was also like just running around like a chicken with your head cut off. And you're just trying to hold everything together to make sure that, number one, you keep your job. Number two, that you keep all the kids safe. But, you know, they got me through some really terrible times at work and in life. And it's so cool that we're still friends and we hang out and we get together. And honestly, like most of my friends as adults are like my old coworkers. And that's been some of the gifts of some of my like good jobs. I mean, for my first job that I ever got when I moved to the San Diego area, like I'm still friends with the people that I met there. And these are just another group of my friends. And some of my friends from college I still keep in contact with, very few, but I do. And so it's gonna be a ball. It's always a ball to see them. And they also have raunchy humor, which I honestly, I'll admit, sometimes I can pull out a raunchy humor whenever I want. And it's just, they're just fun ladies. So I can't wait for you guys to meet them. We are coming to have lunch, right? And we forgot that there is a 5K that's happening in town today. So I'm having to walk like 3 blocks up because we neglected to remember about this race today. So got a little bit of a walk. Early here. We forgot about Carl's Bed 5,000, right?
Just talking about that. I go, it's a circus.
What are all these people? Do I see them tagged? You know?
Okay, so we're here with Georgiana and Kathy. So on the way over, I did a video talking about like our friendship and how we were friends at work and how like that friendship has extended over into our life. And now like we still stay in contact, and how like I don't have like really good friends at work anymore. Like, so like it's cool that you guys still are, but talk to the people.
We love you.
Hi, nice to see you, meet you.
Gonna keep this
and
on.
We love Samara.
And we are going to travel, girls, together.
I think that would be
at
fun.
some point. But I don't know
where
if
we're
Santa
going.
Barbara or Europe.
We should do Santa Barbara.
Let's just have some wine, some wine.
The wineries.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good match for us.
We can, yeah. So that's what we should do. I think that would be a good adventure to
You guys always
document.
look good. Okay.
So,
Cut.
Okay. And cut. We're done with that. Wasn't that so fun? Weren't they a kick? I know you guys only got to see like a few seconds of them, but they were. We had so much fun. I literally have not had a drink in almost. I'm not gonna say almost a year, but I think the last time I had a drink was last September. That's the last time I had a drink. So the funny thing about this is is that we ended up going down to our favorite place, which is in a beach community. And today just happens to be the day that they did their 5K event, which sucked. So when we got down here, of course, there was no parking. All the streets were blocked off. It was a freaking hot mess, okay? So I ended up having to park a couple of blocks away from the restaurant. And luckily, our friend Kathy got here really early before the race ended to get us a spot at the restaurant, or we would have been screwed. But we had a really good time. We were just catching up on like each other's families and work and retirement and all that stuff and how everybody's doing. And yeah, it was really a fun time, and we're already scheduling our next trip or our next get together. And then after this get together, we talked about like doing like a Santa Barbara trip, which I think would be so fun to get us all together and go on a road trip up to Santa Barbara and go drink wine for a weekend. So yeah, so right now I'm gonna go home and just like prep for the week. Definitely get my room cleaned, vacuum my floor, which is now my new like favorite pastime, is vacuuming my rug. I mean, that just tells you how old I'm getting, that like my favorite thing to do on a weekend is vacuuming my rug. It's pretty silly, pretty terrible, but yeah, just gonna do that and go home and then relax for the rest of the day and then hit up my favorite spots. And I'm gonna take the streets home because it's just easier to just do that. And yeah, so I had enchiladas. I did not have any beans or anything because I just thought it would be easier. So my belly is very bloaty, but I will survive. We're here on Eclipse Day. I'm outside of my job and we're just passing around the solar sunglasses. My coworker had some, so I'm just gonna take a look at the sun with my glasses, protective glasses. And it's super cool. You can see the moon looking over the sun. We're only getting like 55% today. And if you didn't know, I'm a complete and total science, NASA science person who loves the eclipse. And it's really cool. I wish I could get it on camera. I tried, but the best time is like right now for us to be able to see it. But it's really cool, and it's kind of cool because like everybody's around the world is getting a different view. At least like Northern Hemisphere, they're getting a different view. So it's just kind of cool that like millions of people are going through a similar event together, and it's like a positive event. So yeah, I'm gonna be out here for a couple minutes, but I thought I'd share that that's what I'm doing today. And observations is just like slightly dimmer. I was in my office just kind of watching the blinds and the shadows, and you can definitely see shadows when you're looking on the ground. You can slowly see like the shadows disappear from inside the office, which was kind of cool. And you can see the little bite taken out of the sun. So I'm just gonna enjoy this eclipse while we have it, and yeah, fun experience.